Good morning, everyone. So last week we released our single Burning Out, and we asked you, who do you think from the 5 characters that we presented in the video actually came from a true story? And today I want to share with you the results. Well, some of you had some ideas into who that might be, but actually all of you were wrong, because the true story is actually mine. I was actually a chemistry teacher, and that's been a while since that happened, but yeah, I want to tell you a little bit about it because I did study chemistry. I have a bachelor in chemistry. I have education certificate, and I did teach a year and a half in high school, mostly for 10th graders. And yeah, that was a difficult thing to do. I came from a big city to a very small rural area where people really didn't care about school, and every teacher's first year is the most difficult year in every situation. So imagine that I was very young and I looked young, so the respect was not coming easily, and they didn't want to study. Chemistry is a very hard subject to study, especially if you don't want to study. And yeah, it was a nightmare. So I can say that really in the first few days, or even a little bit before, I started to have like those, what I thought was butterflies. I thought I was excited or nervous or something like that. But after a month, it was still happening. It was just not going away until the end of the school day. I was just feeling it in my stomach. I could not eat until the end of the school day. And that's only then is when, I felt relief and I could, go about my day. And it just kept on happening. And I was just like, I could not figure out what's happening. And I was struggling a lot. I was really struggling. And I think around after 2/3 of the year, I really got into the point where I just could not wake up, or I just could not go out of bed. My body just physically was not doing that. And yeah, I had many physical reactions into the whole thing. I discovered later after therapy that I was, first of all, putting a lot in my brain into like, I am not worthy, or I am faking it, or, I thought about like the imposter syndrome and so on. And I was just putting a lot of pressure on myself to be really great and to be innovative and to do things completely new. And the school was actually not on board with it. And I think the whole school system was not on board with it. I was not the kind of teacher to have you write everything that I write on the whiteboard, have a test, and go along. I really wanted to have impact. I really wanted to bring the joy of chemistry that I had to the students in new and innovative ways. But the system was really not with me on that. So it was really hard for me, and I had a lot of clashes in my head. Eventually I thought, okay, I've done with the first year. Maybe the second year is going to be better. I started the second year. I even had like really nice experiences, but still my stomach was not relieving at all. I could not enjoy anything. I was really, really miserable. And I discovered later that I had a lot of anxiety, and this was really pushing me to the edge. And eventually I've decided, okay, no more. This is not gonna continue this way. I know I have my ambitions. I know I have my wish to be meaningful. I love to teach, but this system is really not for me, and I cannot survive here. So I just want to say first, kudos to the teachers who are still there, who are still, pushing through to get students into where they're supposed to be, or into their passion and to their dreams. And I really hope that for the students who have those teachers, that you appreciate them as much as you should. I also, part of our first song, Old School Medicine, was really written from my experience as well as being a teacher, as I believe still that our system is really very old-fashioned and is using old school medicine or old school methods to teach our children. So that is a little bit about how what was behind Burning Out's video. So yeah, that was my story. I hope you liked it. I hope you watched the video. Please let us know what you thought about it.